Hello everyone. Good morning to all. How are you? I think you all are good and safe and healthy also. This is Sunita Yadav, your GK teacher. In today's class, we discuss in your general knowledge book, chapter number 6. The chapter name is Indian Ornaments. First, we discuss this chapter. We understand about what is jewelry and how we wear a jewelry and why we wear jewelry, because jewelry represent our traditional. Women wear jewelry most of the time. In Hindu culture, women traditional of wearing jewelers in Hindu culture, jewelry help in enhancing one's beauty. It's also symbolize wealth, power, and status. For some, jewelry is a form of art for self and creative expression. And Indian craftsmen have immense talent in them that they have carried forward in since generation. आपने देखा होगा आपकी मदर अपनी डॉटर को ज्वेलरी ट्रांसफर करती है, देन वो नेक्स्ट जनरेशन में ट्रांसफर करते हैं, तो ज्वेलरी जो है जनरेशन टू जनरेशन आगे कैरी फॉरवर्ड की जाती है. मैनी गोल्ड स्मिथ, सिल्वर स्मिथ एंड ज्वेलरी मेकर्स मेक intricate jewelry in India. Okay, let us learn about the different style the ornaments are made in India. Antique jewelry, the kind of jewelry has dull and rough look combined with an old and gold charm. ये जो ज्वेलरी है ये बहुत शाइनी अपीयरेंस नहीं शो करती, थोड़ा सा डल एंड रफ लुक देती है. दिस इज अ एंटिक ज्वेलरी. Next one is bead jewelry. This is the 5,000-year-old art dating back to the Indus civilization. ये 5,000 year पहले इस तरीके की ज्वेलरीज को वियर किया जाता था. ब्राइडल ज्वेलरी, it is denoted and explained with your name also कि ब्राइडल के लिए जो ज्वेलरी है वो होती है. ट्रेडिशनल डिजाइन्स इसमें यूज होते हैं. Still preferred for bridal jewelry. Next, filigree jewelry. It is done on silver with precision and technically it is very detailed. Okay. Now next one is, this jewelry is made up of tusk of elephant. In its states like Gujarat and West Bengal, ivory bangles are a must part of a bright jewelers. Okay, तो ये हैंड एलिफेंट की टस्क से इस तरीके की ज्वेलरी जो है इवोरी ज्वेलरी मेक होती है. This type of jewelry is famous since Mughal time and it is made of a highly skilled craftsmen, mostly in Rajasthan and Gujarat. Rajasthan हो गया, highly skilled craftsmen जो हैं, they made this type of jewelry. Next, Kundan jewelry. It is most beautiful jewelry. It is most popular in Mughal era. Mughal era के time पे ये jewelry बहुत popular थी and has was carried to Rajasthan by Delhi craftsmen also. Next is Meenakari jewelry. In this jewelry, precious stones are set and then imbued with gold. Gold के साथ में जो precious stones होते हैं उनको साथ में फिक्स किया जाता है. And it was introduced to Rajasthan. Raja Man Singh of Amber. Raja Man Singh के time पे इसको introduce हुए थे. Craftsmen from Lahore were invited by him to Rajasthan. Their skills and Rajasthani craftsmanship are combined to create this. Okay. Next one is temple jewelry. This is made up of a god and goddess jewelry. This kind of jewelry mainly originated from the jewelry specially made to adorn the idols of god and goddess in the South Indian temples. Next step, Panchikam jewelry. This kind of jewelry was most popular in Gujarat and Kutch also. ये जो jewelry है ज़्यादातर popular है गुजरात और कुछ में. It had vanished but has been revived in recent decades. Next one is tribal jewelry. जो tribals persons होते हैं वो इस type की jewelry पहनते हैं. Tribals in India have a unique style of jewelry made of clay, bone, wood shell, and crude metals also. Okay, now we move to a chapter number 7, National Port of India. It's a very important chapter. You get a lot of information about this. India has a coastline of 7,517 kilometers with 12 major ports and 200 notified non-major ports along the coastline and the island also. Okay, next, provide an interface between the ocean transport and land-based transport. इसमें क्या होता है कि जो ocean transport है and land-based transport जो है उसमें उन दोनों का आपस में इंटरफेरेंस होता है. मेजर पार्ट ऑफ द पोर्ट व्हिच आर एडमिनिस्ट्रेटेड बाय द यूनियन गवर्नमेंट एंड नॉन मेजर पोर्ट आर एडमिनिस्ट्रेटेड बाय द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट. इट्स अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. Okay. Next one is first Kolkata Port. Kolkata Port is the only riverine major port in India, having an existence of about 138 years. It has a vast hinterland comprising the entire eastern India, included West Bengal. Bihar, Jharkhand, UP, MP, Assam, Northeast Hill State, and the two landlocked neighboring countries, namely Nepal and Bhutan. Okay, so Kolkata port is the riverine major port in India. Okay, और ये 138 years existence है इसका. Next one is Pradeep Port and Paradip Port, Odisha. Paradip Port is the one of the major port in India. The government of India took over the management of the port from the state government on 1st June 1965. The government of India declared Paradip Port is PPT as the 8th major port in India. Which one is 8th major port in India? 18th April 1969, making it the first major port in East Coast communized in an independent India. Okay, now we move to a next point. New Bangalore Port. New Bangalore Port was declared ninth major port. देखिए previous Paradip कौन सा है? 8th major port, and this one is 9th major port. It is established on 4th May 1974 and was formally inaugurated 11th January 1975. The major commodities imported through the port are fuel, crude of Bangalore Refinery and Petrochemicals Limited, coal, iron fines, and LPG, fertilizers, etc. Next one is Cochin Port. The modern port of Cochin was developed during the period ये कब develop हुआ था? 1920 to 1940 में, due to a untiring effort of Sir Robert Bristow. The port of Cochin is located in ये जो port है कहाँ पर located है? Wellington Island on the southwest coast of India, about 930 kilometers of south of Mumbai and 320 किलोमीटर नॉर्थ इन कन्याकुमारी. तो साउथ में 930 किलोमीटर है कोस्टल एरिया के मुंबई में, और कन्याकुमारी के नॉर्थ में 320 किलोमीटर तक है. Next, Jawaharlal Nehru Port, constructed in the mid 1980s and commissioned 26 May 1989. Jawaharlal Nehru Port has come a long way by becoming a world-class international container handling port. It is situated along the eastern shore of Mumbai, harbor of Elephanta Island also. तो ये तब 1890s के टाइम का है, कंस्ट्रक्ट हुआ था. नेक्स्ट कमीशन हो गया था 26 मई 1989 को, और सबसे हैज कम अ लॉन्ग वे ऑफ बिकमिंग वर्ल्ड क्लास. इंटरनेशनल मार्केट में सबसे लॉन्ग वे जो है वो जवाहरलाल नेहरू पोर्ट है. नेक्स्ट वन इज मुंबई पोर्ट. मुंबई पोर्ट इज द सेकंड ओल्डेस्ट मेजर पोर्ट इन इंडिया आफ्टर कोलकाता. कोलकाता के बाद में सेकंड नंबर पे मुंबई पोर्ट है. इट इज सिचुएटेड लगभग मिडवे ऑफ द वेस्ट कोस्ट ऑफ इंडिया के बिल्कुल मिडवे सिचुएटेड है. द पोर्ट हैज लॉन्ग बीन प्रिंसिपल गेटवे ऑफ इंडिया. Now we move to next one is Kamarajpur Port Limited, Chennai, Tamil Nadu. It is a 12th major port under the Ministry of Shipping, was commissioned in 2001, primarily as coal port dedicated to handling thermal coal requirement of Tamil Nadu Electrically Board of KPN has the distinction of the being the only corporate port among us the major port administration by the central government. किसके थ्रू कवर होता है? सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के थ्रू एडमिनिस्ट्रेट किया जाता है. नेक्स्ट वन इज चेन्नई पोर्ट. चेन्नई पोर्ट इज एन ऑल वेदर आर्टिफिशियल harbor with an outer harbor, one inner harbor with a wet dock and port basin with round the clock navigation facilities. The port was established in 1875, located in the Bay of Bengal. Next one is Mormunga Port. Mormunga Port situated on west coast of India. Where it is situated? West coast in India. Okay, is more than a century old, but it has modern it is a modern infrastructure capable of handling a wide variety of cargo. Wide variety of cargo के लिए modern infrastructure यहाँ पर establish हुआ है. It is a natural harbor protected by a breakwater. यहाँ पर natural जो तूफान वगैरह है उनसे breakwater को break करने के लिए natural source लगे हैं. The port has excellent infrastructure and conducive work for culture. Next, VO Chindavaran Port Trust. VO Chindavaran Port is located on the southeastern coast of India and Gulf of Mannar with Sri Lanka on the southeast and the large landmass of India on the west. The port is well sheltered from the fury of the storm and cyclonic winds and is operational round the clock all through the year. Next one is Kandala Cross Trust. Kandala Port Trust has been renamed. इसका जो वापस rename हुआ था दीन दयाल पोर्ट ट्रस्ट के नेम से with effect from the 25 September 2017 को. Kandala Port was established in the year 1950s as a central government project and union Union government took over Kandala for its development as a major port. The port received the Samudra Manthan Award for the best major port of the year. जो समुद्र मंथन अवार्ड जो है कंडाला पोर्ट ट्रस्ट को दिया गया है, बेस्ट मेजर पोर्ट ऑफ द ईयर 2015 में इनको मिला था. नेक्स्ट लास्ट वन इज Visakhapatnam Port Trust. Port of Visakhapatnam, a natural harbour, is located almost between Kolkata and Chennai on the east of coast of India. The port has mechanized handling facility of iron ore, iron pellets, alumina, fertilizer, raw material, crude oil and fuel products, liquid ammonia, phosphoric acid and edible oil, and caustic soda and other liquid charges. Okay, so that's all about this chapter. I hope you all are understand very well chapter number 6 and 7. Okay, class, take care.